Hey Scorpio, welcome to Germinate Tarot. If you haven't noticed, there's a missing germ. But don't worry about it, because I've talked to her 6 times today, or more, probably. And she is just up to doing, good stuff with her home and job and everything. So we're not sweating it, but she'll be back mid-April, so you're stuck with me for this one and probably beginning of April. We're still going to do the same spread for March 24th to 31st, just to get it out there, for the last week of March here with all the retrograde action and etc. So, let's see what Scorpio's got going on. Sacred Rose Tarot. This was Jeremy's deck, so she's still here. Actually, she's always here. Alright, that sounded creepier than I meant it to be. Here we go. Scorpio, let's get a past, present, future for Scorpio, please. There we go. And how many is that? That's 3. I don't know. It's almost like they're like, no, let me clarify myself. I don't trust you. Alright. With the past, we're going to get what is Scorpio thinking about. And then what should they... Okay, that's a lot of thinking. Alright, what should Scorpio be thinking about? It's a twosie. It's a twofer. We're going to take it. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords. Just to put it out there. So I don't forget. So, moving on to Lenormand. It's the Art Nouveau Lenormand. This is a right proper deck, so they're not really super good at jumping, but that is a past for Scorpio. And I have a present for Scorpio. Not like the whole deck. Alright, these 2 wanted to do it. Okay, things have been falling out in like 2s and etc. Like I said, they want to clarify themselves. It's like, I'm telling my story. What they're thinking, what should be thinking. Okay, here we go. We're going to do some flipskis. Well, it makes sense. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I promise I won't do that. So, that's good. It's good, good, good. So, here we go. We have got, in the past, we have the Clover and the 3 of Wands. I think there was some kind of element of luck or just kind of right place, right time thing, but you were prepared for it. You were waiting for it with the 3 of Wands. It wasn't just like oh, isn't that just lucky? You're like, no, I put work into this. It's not just a fly-by-night, like, lottery ticket kind of shtick. But with this, moving into the present, you have the Ace of Wands over here with the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I think there was, this new beginning of action and everything, but you're still kind of holding on to something that isn't, maybe for the best. Maybe you are worried about your financial situation or just your stability in general, because the 4 of Pentacles is about, a miserly feeling of like, well, if you let go, what will you have then? Because there's an uncertainty of the letting go that you just kind of wonder about. And the Page of Swords is, people say it's a spying card. I think maybe you might be going out and kind of doing reconnaissance of, to weigh whether or not this is good, or you want all the information and you're kind of tied up in that. But the Ace of Wands is a movement forward. So it's almost like it's going to keep going no matter what. And, but you just want to feel like you're prepared. And maybe you feel like you don't have all that together. Because there's the Cross, which is a burden. It's, karma. I'm not getting so much karma, but there is some kind of heaviness that you're feeling. And I think maybe it's that, like, uncertainty. I almost get like a worried feeling Like, you're just not sure. And, I mean, here's the ship. That's longing. That's you wanting to go. You wanting to, be with somebody who may be far away from you. Or it's just you, in general, longing for something. And I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll clarify a little bit more in a sec. This is just kind of off the cuff. Because in the future, there's the Seven of Wands. This is you defending yourself. It's, you kind of figured out what the threat is. You know who you need to direct this energy towards. So, you're swinging your wand, or your baton. It's directed. You're not just going off willy-nilly like the five of wands. I almost said swords. Yeesh. Lenormand's side, you have the clouds and the letter. I think whatever comes in, whatever you find out, might even cloud the situation even further, because now, you have all this info. What do you do with it? I mean, sure, you feel empowered by it, but it didn't give you what you needed. So you might not be as prepared as you thought you were, because what you're thinking about is the Empress. This is beginning. This is the start. This is, a very motherly, maternal thing. It's warm. It's positive. Maybe that's going back to what the Ace of Wands is about. You are wondering about this beginning and, trying to figure it out, because here's the bouquet. Like, here's the visit. Maybe this is what you're longing for. You have that on your mind, is how are you going to get to this person? It's, what are you going to give them? Like, what are you going to get from them? This is so fun. But I'm still kind of worried about it. Then you have the book, which is what you should be thinking about. This is knowledge and knowing and being able to figure stuff out. And, maybe you can figure stuff out without being, so defensive about it. Maybe you can just let things come in as they come, which, is not my favorite way to be. I'm prepared to the teeth. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles for what you should be thinking about. You have this 4 over here with this Page of Swords. It's very, like I said, tense. The Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you have a 10, which is the top of the line. You have what you need as far as your family, your home, all the good stuff, material foundations of stuff. Then the King of Pentacles on top of it is like driving home the fact that, yeah, you're okay. Like, you don't have to be so... But I want to know about what is going on with this Three of Wands. Let's take a gander. Five of Swords. Remember how I accidentally said that down here? So yeah, that was in your past. Five of Swords. That's ego. That's just coming at you. With the Two of Cups, I think you were at odds with somebody who, Nine of Swords. So whatever connection is there, it might be, they say soulmate, but there's a lot, I don't know, when people say soulmate, they think they're all riding off into the sunset together, but you know what? You might have some karmic junk to work out, or maybe they're there to really teach you a lesson, and you're stuck in lesson mode with the book. What are you learning? So then these three wanted to come out. I'm going to take it. You have Temperance, Six of Swords, and Eight of Cups. That's about finding balance. And you have two cards of, you got to just walk away. You got to let it lie. You got to just, let it move on for a minute. And, Six of Swords is all about going to calm waters. Eight of Cups is, yeah, I have feelings, but I need a time out. Catch me on the flip side in a second. I want to find out about this. Okay. Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. I think whatever truth you find out lets you be the Page of Pentacles, which is you're starting the journey to accepting this, what you have. And I want, Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. Oh my gosh, Four of Swords. Yeesh. This ain't bad. This is Seven of Wands, crowned by Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords is, you know, a waiting, kind of a retreat, need to think about stuff energy. It also could be an apology. Maybe you do owe someone an apology, or maybe someone owes you an apology of like, oh yeah, went a little far there with that snooping, or, you know, maybe I was a little too guarded and I apologize. Then the Knight of Cups is a nice, stable offer. It's coming in like, here you go. And the Eight of Pentacles is doing the work. The Eight of Pentacles is, you know, I'm going to move forward with this, but, you know, in a very pragmatic way where it's not, you know, it's very directed. Once again, like the Seven of Wands is directed. And the Two of Pentacles means a decision, but it's also balance. It's being able to work with somebody, and it's the infinity symbol, and you're back and you're forth, and you're back and you're forth. It's the working with. It's the putting the time in. I want to know about this Empress right now. Give me some Empress, please. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, that's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about how to get this stability, but there's the Devil. That's, you know, are there any vices that you're falling towards? The Nine of Pentacles, which leads me to believe maybe you don't want to commit. Maybe you want this, you're worried about your independence. Maybe your independence is a vice because you know, you don't know how to work together yet. I mean, I'm not saying that is a bad thing. It's just, you know, independence is a very difficult thing to let go of. You know, Three of Cups. It's a good, happy card and energy and stuff if you let it be that way. Judgment and the Moon. So, you know, you kind of need to go with your gut on this one. You know, your judgment is pretty, your compass is going in the right direction. It's just time to trust it. So I want to find out about this Clover action. The Snake. So I think that's, you know, defensive. Means woman as well. Or someone's being sneaky. But I don't get sneaky. I do get that defensive, like, whoa feeling. And then the Lilies. That's just kind of the chill out, divine timing, just let it ride kind of vibe. So clarifying the Cross and the Ship. We've got the Scythe. Something needs to be cut out. Well, what is it? You know, this dog, it means fidelity and stuff, but I think maybe you were worried about someone's fidelity because you have the Tree and the Home, which means this is like the long haul stability thing. And I think you're hoping for it, but you're ready to cut and run if you even get wind that this is not what you think. But I mean, I think in the future you get over that part, and I want to know about this confusion with the letter. You know, what comes in and kind of jars you, or what are you not 100% on yet, even if you have stability. What wants to come out? All right, 3 came out. So, Scorpio, you have the stars and the sun with the mountain. Are you putting up your own roadblocks? Because you have this knowledge, you have the stars, you have hope, you have everything in front of you, but why the mountain? Like, why are you, maybe it's them, but I'm just getting this defensiveness with this Seven of Wands and then the mountain. It's confusion. I'm not sure you are 100% on where you want things to go. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you feel like something needs to give with this Coffin and the Crossroads. It's, you know, are you going to hit the bricks or not? And this is what you're thinking about. Are you, you know, going to peace out? No, but with this book and the knowledge, you got the Rider, which means you are being more contemplative and going to move and take action, which, you know, Ace of Wands it. And that's the present. You know, what you should be thinking about is maybe how you're going to do it. Because you have this knowledge, it's time to apply it. Like, you know what's up. How are you going to do it? Well, you have the Fish. Deep emotion. It's also your job and work and things. But, I mean, unless you're taking the route of work, Eight of Pentacles, over any kind of relationship stuff because you do want your independence, you know, maybe that's it. Maybe you are choosing work over love, and you have this new beginning coming with that because you were at the crossroads. Or, you know, you have these deep emotions, you will take the new beginning, and you're going to keep cracking. You know, I think you got wise. Scorpio, you know, knows with this moon and judgment. I mean, maybe the decision's already been made. You maybe just don't want to verbalize it quite yet. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with holding your cards to your chest until you're ready to show it. But, you know, maybe this new job thing means that you do have to accept a big change for this stability to take place with this Ten of Pentacles and King of Pentacles over here, because that is a money, material kind of, you know, earthly type stability situation. So, I'm using the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. I don't use them often, but when I break them out, you know, they were calling, so I felt the need to do it. I'm pulling two. And then the third, if it feels like it needs to happen. Love yourself first and flirt. So maybe you need that playful, make the effort. I want one more. Look at those chitlins. They're so cute. Those little kitties. Alright, I do want one more. Make the effort for what? So you're flirting and you're just kind of out there, but why? Make the effort, true love. Okay. You know, maybe that goes back to this whole, you know, Two of Cups situation. Maybe this, you know, like I said, is the soulmate that you're supposed to work stuff out with. You know, is there time now? Well, you make the judgment on that. You know, you have the moon, but like I said, I think your gut feeling is you already know. I'm doing now the Vintage Wisdom Oracle Cosmic Pep Talk. So we're going to take what comes out. And these were rather insistent. Okay. Freedom. Yeah, I think someone really is valuing their independence. And that's fine. The Guardian Angel, I think that goes back to the divine timing thing. Like, you don't have to worry about everything by yourself. I think that there is guidance available, that you just need to listen to that intuition part where it's those psst, hey you, those moments where you're like, what, hey, no? And then thought. You're putting a lot of thought into it. I want to know, what is the culmination of this, you know, freedom and sanctuary? You know? And that could, you know, you feel safe. You feel safe in this with kindred spirits. Yeah, so, you know, you're going to catch a vibe. I really think, you know, maybe the soulmate person comes back and you figure out how to work together, yet still maintain your independence, which is a big thing. You can be you with somebody else. That's not so bad. All right, Scorpio. Like I said, Germ will be back, but you're stuck with me for a little bit. So we'll see you soon. Be well, Scorpio. Bye.